So we use transaction code BP to create a business partner, right? And then we would be assigning the different roles in this transaction code BP to get the business partner extended. Okay, we can assign the roles, generic role, customer role, vendor role, will be assigning it. Now here we are seeing that when you are creating a BP with the different roles, what would be the impact? What would be the impact in the system, right? So first, when you are creating a business partner, let's say you are creating a business partner BP001, and you are creating with the generic role 0000. So in this generic role, what kind of data you will be maintaining? That what is the name, what is the address, that kind of generic data you will be maintaining about the business partner, without considering that we will be doing a sales to it or we will be buying from it. What kind of entity is there? We just maintain a generic data, which we need to maintain for all kind of business partner. What kind of entity it is, what is the address, what is PIN code, what is email address, what is the phone numbers. So that generic data we update it. So with this generic data update, neither a customer or nor a vendor has been created here. Your tables like BUT 000, BUT 100, and BUT 020, and ADRC tables. These tables will get updated when you create a business partner, without mentioning whether it's a vendor or customer. Then the number you have created, BP001. Then this number BP001, you try to extend to FLCU00. You try to extend to FLCU00. Now, FLCU00 is a company code data for your customer. Okay, customer we need to extend at the two places, right? Company code and the sales of. So we are extending it to the company code. When we do this extension to the company code, we would be creating a system would be creating a customer code also. You know that we use these tables in ECC also. We use this table KNA1, KNB1. Okay, KNA1, KNB1 is your customer tables. The same tables are also available in S4HANA also. So basically what happens that customer has actually not replaced by the business partner. Customer is linked to the business partner, and in S4HANA, it is not allowed to directly create a customer. You cannot create a customer with XDVD. Those transactions cannot be used to directly create a customer. You have to create a business partner, and with the automations, or in the business partner terminology, it is also called with the post-processing, your customer would be created and it will link to the business partner. So that's why I was saying that it will not reduce the data footprint, because KNA1, KNB1 tables was also there in ECC. Now it is also there in S4HANA. On top of that, I have additional tables. So indirectly, it is increasing the data footprint, if you will see. Because data footprint is not the only thing, because of that we do all the things, right? Data footprint is one of the additional function feature in S4HANA, which overall get reduced. Okay, but for some parts, it will also increase like this. So your customer will get created. Now customer number CU001, it can be created with CU001, or customer number can also be there as BP001. Okay, I will take you quickly again with that configuration. The people has gone through the mastery course, they would already be aware what configurations are there, but I will quickly take you again. So the customer number can be same, or customer number can also be different, right? Then you would be going ahead and then you would be extending this business partner to your role FLCU01. So these are the standard roles which is delivered by SAP, and most of the cases we are able to manage with the standard roles. Okay. Then you would be extending it to your sales area, your sales organization, and other things you will be extending it, right? So the customer is already created. The customer number, now we already have it. It would be updating the KNVB table. So you will see here, although the business partner is there, but your core customer is also intact. The core customer is also intact. That's why when you do your order to cash scenario, from sales order creation to the delivery creation, to the PGIs, pickings, and to the billing, all of the places you will not see the business partner. What thing you see is customer, customer, customer. all transaction code are still customer, right? That is how that the big change would be there if the customer need to be completely replaced with the business partner. All the cycles in order to cash, all the cycles and scenario and sub scenario and procure to pay will get disturbed. So customer and vendor are a hurt. Customer, vendor, material. These three master data is a hurt, pumping hurt for our ERP, for ECC and S4HANA. It's not that easy to touch them, right? So that's why they are intact, so that your processes, order to cash, procure to pay, and all the sub processes under that would be working smoothly the same way it was working in ECC. But now only change you will see, you cannot create a customer. You will have to create a business partner, and with the business partners, customer will automatically create. That is a change. In order to cash, only one place you will see the change is that your credit management. The credit management would be against the business partner, because you maintain the credit management with the business partner code. All other places it would be a customer code. Because we don't have a SD object now, we have FSCM object, and FSCM object for credit management only works with the business partner. Okay. Now, if we are keep on extending our things, okay, let's say now we extended the FLVN with BP001, we extend customer, vendor, sorry. Now, this is the case where the same entity is customer also and vendor also. That is the case. Same entity is customer also and vendor also. Okay. So you would be creating a company code, FLVN00 company code data for your vendor. At this point, system would be creating a vendor code for you. Now, this vendor code can be VN001 or it can be BP001. It can be the same code as a business partner, or it can also be a different code. That will depend on our CVI configuration. I will talk about it, right? And then you will see your standard tables, LFA1, LFB1. I have not mentioned. With this, I will show you. In both of the cases, there is also the CVI tables are there, which link customer and business partner and vendor and business partner. Those tables also get updated. Okay. So LFA1 get updated, LFB1, that is a standard vendor tables, get updated. And when you extend to FLVN0001 purchase org data, LFM1 table get updated. So here also you see that your vendor is intact. Vendor model, vendor object is intact. Earlier also it was there, now also it is there. The only thing which is changing for changing for this part is you will not be able to directly create vendor. First, you need to create business partner, and based on the role usage, system will automatically create vendor, and these tables will get updated. In P2P process also, procure to pay process, if you do, starting from purchase acquisition to the purchase order, to the GR, to the invoice, you don't enter the business partner code, you enter the vendor code. You still enter the vendor code. So that's what happened with S4HANA. That's how the business partner tables and the linkages would be there. Any question on this slide?